The avoidant person spends their entire relational life orchestrating rejection before it can be inflicted upon them, maintaining control through emotional distance and strategic withdrawal. Their defensive system operates on the belief that leaving first protects them from the devastating experience of being left behind. However, there exists a form of rejection so profound it bypasses all their protective mechanisms and strikes directly at their deepest wound. This rejection occurs not through dramatic confrontation or emotional plea, but through quiet indifference and genuine emotional departure that communicates they have become truly irrelevant to someone who once cared deeply. The silent withdrawal of emotional investment. The most devastating rejection the avoidant person can experience comes when someone quietly withdraws all emotional investment without anger, explanation, or drama. This silent departure differs fundamentally from the anxious pursuit or emotional confrontation they expect and can defend against. When someone simply stops caring, stops reaching out, and stops investing any energy into the connection, it creates a void the avoidant person cannot fill with their usual rationalizations or defensive narratives. This form of rejection proves particularly painful because it offers no conflict to justify their defensive patterns and no drama to validate their belief that others are too emotional or demanding. The person who once made them feel wanted and significant has genuinely moved beyond needing or desiring their presence. This absence of pursuit communicates something more final than angry words ever could: that they have lost their impact and importance entirely, that their withdrawal strategy has succeeded in making them forgettable rather than desirable. The realization that they were replaceable. The avoidant person experiences profound devastation when they witness their former partner thriving, connecting with others, and creating a fulfilling life that demonstrates they were not essential or irreplaceable. This visible flourishing contradicts their unconscious belief that they hold unique significance in others' lives. When someone not only survives their absence but actually improves and finds happiness elsewhere, it challenges their fundamental sense of importance and value. They discover that their departure created space for their former partner to grow rather than collapse, that their presence was enhancing but not necessary for well-being. This realization strikes at their deepest insecurity about being inherently unlovable or insufficient, confirming fears they spent years trying to avoid through emotional distance. They recognize that their defensive strategies designed to protect against rejection have instead guaranteed the exact outcome they feared most: being genuinely unwanted and easily replaced, the loss of someone who truly saw them. The most painful aspect of this rejection emerges when the avoidant person realizes they have lost someone who saw beyond their defenses and loved them despite their limitations. They recognize too late that their former partner understood their wounds, accepted their need for space, and offered patience they never appreciated or reciprocated. The loss of someone who knew their true self and chose to stay becomes unbearable when they realize such acceptance is rare and perhaps irreplaceable. They begin understanding that their former partner's love represented something they had never experienced before: unconditional acceptance without demands for immediate change. The rejection they experience is self-inflicted, the direct result of their own defensive patterns, pushing away the exact person who could have provided the safety necessary for healing. This recognition creates a unique form of grief rooted in self-blame and regret, the absence of a second chance. The avoidant person faces their worst nightmare when they finally access their genuine feelings and desire for reconnection, only to discover the door has permanently closed. Their former partner has moved forward completely, no longer interested in attempting to bridge the gap or waiting for readiness that arrives perpetually too late.